Give us today our daily bread. Of all the things we pray in the Lord's Prayer, I think these words are some of the easiest to misunderstand. They are words that probably mean both far more and far less than we think they do. So, what is daily bread? And why bread? Well, the word translated bread here is just as easily translated as food. Now, it can refer to baked flour, but in the case of the Lord's Prayer, the context suggests it's probably that more general sense of the word that's intended here. Now, it is notable that there are some interesting miracles involving God providing bread specifically. And in the case of one widow, it was always daily bread, just enough for today. Manna was the same. The Israelites could gather only enough manna for that day. Anything more would spoil. And there's a good reason for that. But we'll come back to that in a moment. According to Martin Luther, daily bread is a whole lot of stuff, including, but not limited to, food, drink, clothing, shoes, house, home, land, animals, money, goods, a devout family, a good government, good weather, peace, health, and a bunch of other stuff too. In short, daily bread is everything you need to live. And of course, all of those things come from God's hand. When we pray for our daily bread, we are acknowledging that those gifts are from God. And we're pointing our hearts towards gratitude to the giver. So daily bread is a lot more than it sounds like. But also maybe a lot less. Most of us get paid once or twice a month. We buy groceries a week at a time, or if you go to Costco, a year at a time. So it's difficult for us to think about daily bread. And yet, that's what we're supposed to pray for. It's quite possible that when Jesus included that phrase in his prayer, he was quoting from Proverbs chapter 30, where it says this, "Give me neither poverty nor riches, but give me only my daily bread. Otherwise I may have too much and disown you and say, 'Who is the Lord?' Or I may become poor and steal and so dishonor the name of my God." Now, I think it's clear that there's no real prohibition on buying groceries a week at a time. But the point of the proverb is that you want to be in balance between having too much and too little. The thing is, I don't think I've met anyone who thinks they have too much. But I know plenty of folks who think that a little more might be just enough. From the perspective of the proverb, too much is the point where you stop depending on God. Too much is the point where you stop recognizing God's hand. Too much is the point where your gratitude is replaced with pride and entitlement. You may notice that the prayer is that God would give us our daily bread, not pay us our due. It says in the Bible that God makes the rain to fall on the righteous and the unrighteous alike. But God is full of mercy and generosity, far beyond what we recognize. So when we pray, "Give us this day our daily bread," we're praying that God would not only grant us what we need, but also that He would make us mindful of all He has done for us each day, so that our hearts would overflow with thanksgiving for all He has given us.